or the smart countering of Camacho. I think Camacho probably is just stealing it a bit. Early on we thought Camacho was really going to be a big puncher. We've seen a lot on ITV, but he's only actually stopped 17 of 34, which is, in recent fights, he's been going the distance. He won his first championship defeating Luis Ramirez and defended against Edmund Rosario, who comes from the then Tyson camp. Certainly the crowd totally with Mancini. The Americans like to see their favourites going forward and doing what they think is the scoring, and it isn't always that way. Certainly from the back of the hall it probably looks a lot different. Pace hasn't slackened at all, and normally by the 7th they're trying to steal a breather or two, both of them, but they haven't here. So the Macho Man and the Boom Boom are living up to all the pre-publicity. American television packager Lou Falsino backed this fight from the start, and he's proved it right so far. Full crowd here. 13,000. Well, he's pulling some punches back here. He must be, Mancini. There's not much in it either, but I would have thought he's got it back level again. And really overcoming that little nick around the left eye there, and certain seconds haven't had any problem with it. So the nod from Camacho as always. He really is a cocky devil. I find him actually a bit amusing, but he's been a little bit of a troubleshooter in his time. Caught once driving cars. Well, that's not too bad, except that he didn't own them. So have another look at that same pattern, isn't it, the whole time, with Mancini diving in, heads clashing, nobody moaning about it. Notice that, just got on with it. As they say, only in America. So looking for the big finish then. And in the final round, just a well, hardly a friendly tap of gloves, but they've obeyed the referee. And there's not anything in this fight. It really could go either way. I would still think that maybe Camacho's moving around and stealing punches. Good clean shots. May have won it, but on the other hand, Mancini's great battle for him, been out so long. And we really thought he was well over the hill when he lost twice in really bruising battles with Livingston Bramble. So no knockdowns, and a very similar pattern in all these late rounds. And because there are a couple of cocky and durable characters, really nobody really predicted that there would be a stoppage other than through injury, and that's just as well. And Mills Lane has let them get on with this. He's handled it well. It's been an easy fight for a referee, really. Little bits of mauling, but nobody's really taken too many liberties anyway, considering the words they all had. There it got a bit rough. He's good at that, Camacho. Now he says if you do that again and you're hitting and holding, you'll get disqualified. Well, in the last round, I don't think he's that serious, Mills Lane, but he had to make the gesture anyway. Oh yes, he's definitely eye-catching and stealing with the right-hand lead. I think that'll be the punch that might sway the decision to him then, Camacho. But for the sheer honest endeavour, and as they say, taking the fight to the other guy, then Mancini would deserve it. So inside the last minute then, and they both have stayed the course well. They must have trained hard for this. Being out of the ring hasn't really taxed them too much. It took a while to get the punch sharpness going, but that came in the middle rounds. Now the referee doesn't score, 3 judges. And there it is, we're getting to the countdown there, and it really is a difficult one to sort out. I'd be quite happy with a drawn decision and an obvious rematch. Oh, well, that's fair enough. They didn't want to fight after the bell, and despite all the words, they show a little bit of respect at the end. Mancini is so pleased with his comeback, and he thinks he's won it. And the crowd really on their feet. They enjoyed that. It was a good, hard slog. And would you believe it, they had to weigh in at 2:30 in the morning because they had a big dispute about what time, so the commission said, OK, 2:30 in the morning. So, Len, here's the decision.
Macho, Patrick, Flannery, all smile.
Pete McDonald scores the bout, 116 to 112 for Boom Boom Mancini. Doug Tucker scores the bout, 115 to 113 for Hector Camacho.
Oh, 1 each.
And Chuck Jaffa scores the bout, 115 to 113 for the winner, Hector Macho Camacho.
So the Macho man has got it, stealing the points as always, and really you couldn't really knock that, but I feel a bit sorry for Mancini because it was a great comeback for him. So let's hope as they carry this man to the ring that he'll fight more often now.
As we present the WBC Super Featherweight Championship schedule for 12 rounds.